Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Thursday to you. We're taking a quick peek again at Bitcoin, see what's going on. Try to make this here fast. I got to get a lot of content out here just based on how the market's moving. I got a lot of requests for some altcoins here today. So let's take a quick peek though, first and foremost in the backend data, kind of see what's going on here with the backend liquidation and then kind of go from there. And if you are new to the channel, thanks again so much for liking the video. Deeply appreciate those who've been watching me for years now. It's crazy to say that. It's been almost 4 years since I created the channel, and it's been a lot of fun. So appreciate you all again for always liking the videos and just being amazing parts of my life. Now what we want to look at first of all with liquidation here, pretty simple, straightforward. Nothing to see on the 7-day or even the monthly. We're kind of working ourselves into a range. And you can see this range is pretty definitive. We got, what, 98,000 is a high and roughly 94,000 is a low. Now, keep in mind, if you exclude the candle wicks, it's more like 95,000. So 95 to 98,000 is that essential range right now, okay? So good and bad in a sense, but simple and easy way to understand it is that you basically take a long at 95,000, take a short at 98K, and that's how successful you'll be for the moment, at least until an actual breakout occurs, either up or down. We want to take a quick look here in the last 12 hours, or sorry, 1 day rather, 24 hours. Kind of get perspective on liquidation here too, because there is a decent chunk down below at 94,000. There's a pretty big, really big order at about 600 million at 93,900. So 94K to 94.5 is potentially one of those areas that's a little bit concerning. Now again, hard to say specifically what will happen next, but generally speaking, we're right here at equilibrium again. We're kind of, as you can see, just kind of this constant up and down. This is range-bound trading, folks. This is pretty standard stuff. So nothing too crazy really that I can see here that's out of ordinary. Good news is right here at 96,000, we have a lot of support. Granted, we're below that, so it could be a new resistance for us, but keep in mind, 96,000 seems to be that point in which people have the most confidence in adding to their position when the price comes down. So that's just it's a tentative support, but also tentative resistance depending on where we close here today. We close below that level, generally speaking, that might be construed as resistance, and we'll see that 93,000 level likely hit next. Between now and then, there's some positive here, right? And a lot of the positive is coming from this local low here. So far, this currently being established isn't lower than the previous low, okay? So that does reinforce the fact that we're establishing higher lows tentatively. Again, emphasis on the word tentative. This isn't, it's still very early and premature, but that is usually something you want to look for in signs of reversal, okay? Now again, it's not like an early sign. This isn't like some hidden BS like that. It's pretty clear that the trend is down right now. But until we shift that trend, not much else to really note. Keep in mind here too, this is how janky the price action is. I've never truly seen this before. First of all, we had 4 doji candles in a row. Super uncommon. Typically 1 or 2 implies reversal. 3 or 4, I would say, is just nonsense. Okay, so again, we got this crazy little range right now that's getting, destroying all sorts of altcoins. And then we take a look at this here. We got a bullish engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle, bullish engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle. Like, how much more aggressive can this get? This is obnoxious to say the least. So depending on how today's candlestick closes will tell us a lot. But between now and then, really, we're under we're under the important moving averages, that $98,000 to $100,000 range. When we take a look here, we can recognize too, we're still under 50 in the RSI. Money flow index is pulling back. Stochastic swinging down. There's not a single thing here that is like, oh my gosh, we are awesome, we're going to take off, and we're good to go. Yesterday, I mentioned too to my community, we've seen 4 fake outs in the last 2 weeks of trading. That is garbage, right? And what do you know? We can add a 5th to the list. Yesterday was another fake out too. Okay, but again, it wasn't really a fake out. If you watch my video, and you'll know that the likelihood of the price action continuing lower is higher if we don't hold this level, right? We need to close above 97,000. And while we did do that, technically, it wasn't like a solid closure. There was not a lot of confidence going into that. We barely broke above these 2 moving averages here. Nothing really to write home about. As I mentioned before, again, we're at this point right now where we keep wavering above and below 50 in the RSI. It's garbage trading. In my personal opinion, as far as swing trading and trying to get coins to take off or whatever, while they did do well yesterday, a lot of altcoins, they're doing just as poor today, right? Constant just ebbs and flows. So again, unless you're range-bound trading or day trading, then probably not a really great situation. Good news is my Cornix trading bot, this is a trading bot strategy based on my day trading strategy through my Plus community here, through Premium Plus. We are averaging a pretty decent amount of profit so far in the last 10 days worth of trading. So it's been a pretty decent situation, but again, there's some drawdown with a lot of these ebbs and flows that we're seeing. But the key takeaway is if you're day trading, you're going to find more success and you're going to be, than you are if you're going to swing trade. Good news is we did swing a trade nicely here with our Cardano. Get a little 20% there, and our we have a Polkadot long as well. That's actually almost back to break even here, or just under break even. Not too far off, holding pretty strong. I'm going to analyze that coin here soon too. Anyways, the whole point of that is if you're going to trade altcoins right now, make sure you trade coins that are outliers, right? They're changing and shifting the momentum, and when Bitcoin pulls back, they're establishing higher lows versus lower lows. Okay, that's what you want to look for. Again, a lot of coins are looking pretty strong and ready to break out. All we need is Bitcoin just to kind of hang out and stop being stupid. All right. Anyways, that's kind of what we're looking at there. If only, right? If only we got what we wanted. We wouldn't even be you wouldn't even be watching this video if you got what you wanted, right? Anyways, the key takeaway here is the hourly time frame is going to probably give us some false positives here. And again, just a big mess. Not a lot of confirming factors letting us know that we're back on track, or we should take along to the so-called moon. I mean, if you insist on taking along right now, consider taking profits at 98,000. That's pretty much the consistent nature of the way that things are trading right now. And obviously we hit 98,000, maybe consider a short to 95. It's really how it's working right now. But not a lot of other confirming factors. There's nothing here that's super special. There's no hidden breakouts, as most other influencers that I hear from my community are saying. Those things just aren't present right now. We're not going to get those for a while. Unfortunately, this is just chopped salad, and there's no other way around it. So hopefully this was beneficial for you. I know it kind of sucks to watch this and realize that, hey, the market's terrible, but it's not permanent. These things happen, unfortunately, for months in a row, but once we break out, it's going to be worthwhile at some point. So between now and then, just make sure you're using proper risk tolerance. Don't over leverage. Just don't get crazy, and don't be an emotional trader. Okay. Again, if you need help with that, my trading university, I recommend watching that on the website. And of course, you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech, which is that website. You can register to become a little more consistent. Either way, look forward to working with you. Join us over on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I'll have a playout chart posted here shortly. Also, feel free to take advantage of this exclusive deposit bonus from Bitunix. It's a good little option here. Use my link to register. You'll be good to go. All right, folks. I look forward to working with you. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.